Welcome to IQ Idiot Quest, the only game show where the less you know, the more you win. Because here, contestants win money for answering questions incorrectly. That's right, cold, hard cash for wrong answers. I know what you're thinking. Won't they just cheat? Give wrong answers on purpose? Don't worry, we're not idiots. To separate the scammers from the stupid, we've hooked them up to lie detectors. Yeah. Pretty clever, huh? And those lie detectors are being monitored by Department of Defense trained polygraph examiner Richard Salinas. For our first round, we've got 3 ladies that coasted through school on looks, not books, and here they are. Starting off, Sarah.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Highest level of education, you went to massage school?
Yes.
Pretty high level.
Yeah.
Did you get your PhD there?
No.
No? What did you get?
A little certificate.
Okay. Contestant number 2, Ty. If you win the cash today, what are you going to do with it?
Buy a new car?
Buy a new car. $5,000 car with the money. Really dreaming big.
Yeah, that's big for me.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, contestant 3, Holly.
Hi.
Hi. And the last book you read, what was that?
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan. Not actually a book. More of a magazine. Do you remember anything you read in there? Not a thing.
No.
And what is your dream job?
No job at all.
No job at all. You don't want to contribute to society in any way?
No.
All right, fantastic. Everybody, those are our contestants. All right, here's how we play Idiot Quest. Our players will take turns answering questions. For each incorrect answer, they'll win $100. But if they give a wrong answer on purpose, our lie detector will catch it, and they will lose all the money they've won so far. So be honestly stupid. At the end of this 5-minute timed round, the person with the most money, wrong answers, will move on to our jackpot round for a chance to win $5,000. So, Sarah, you won the draw, so we're starting with you. What city is known as Beantown?
Mississippi.
Mississippi. Mississippi, not a city. The correct answer, Boston. Boston is Beantown. So you know what that means? You get $100. You got the question wrong. You're on the board. Good work. All right, Ty, try to unfocus. Here we go. Finish this famous saying. Don't look a gift horse in the...
Nose.
Nose. Richard, she's not lying? Okay. Don't look a gift horse in the nose. I mean, what are you going to find up there?
A gift.
A gift? It's actually, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, is how the saying goes. So that means you get $100. Okay, Holly. They're both on the board. You've got nothing. You can make this a 3-way tie. Are you ready?
Yep.
What does it mean if your grandmother is a sexagenarian?
That she's a sexy person.
A sexy person. And you oohed. Why did you ooh?
I just thought about sex.
Just... And that just turns you off in general?
With grandmas.
With grandmas. Don't knock it till you've tried it, sweetie. There we go. If your grandmother's a sexagenarian, she's in her 60s.
Oh.
That's what that means.
Okay.
So you know what? You got the question wrong, and you're on the board. 3-way tie. All right, for this next question, I'm going to need a little help. So I've found myself the perfect assistant. She's smart, she's cute, she's our IQT. IQT. Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
Okay, Sarah, this is for you. What is the official title of the song our IQT is singing?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? The dawn's early lights.
The Dawn's Early Light. That was fantastic. You just took the last lyric and said, yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah.
You know what? It's called the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, shh. Okay.
No, what do you mean? You won more money. $200. Thank you so much. Bye, IQT. So you didn't know the answer, now you're in the lead.
Yeah, that kind of works out good.
We've designed the show for people like you.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, Ty.
Let's go.
What is Titicaca.
Titicaca? The cows?
I need a word for that.
Cow boobs.
Cow boobs. You know what? You are certainly wrong. So $100 on the board for you. It's a lake. Lake Titicaca, South America.
Interesting.
Okay, Holly, you're in Tokyo. You're searching for that perfect Hello Kitty cell phone charm.
Okay.
You pull out your wallet to pay. Tell me, what currency do they use in Japan?
Credit cards.
Credit cards. Credit cards, very popular currency all over the world. That's the wrong answer. You've tied the game up. In Japan, they use the yen. I heard people in the audience go, oh, okay. 100 points for the audience, everybody. $100. Okay, Sarah, to take the lead.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing if your lips are on a mouth organ?
Sucking.
Sucking.
Good answer, good answer.
Have you ever had your lips on the mouth organ?
Yeah.
Yeah? And you were sucking.
Yeah.
You're playing the harmonica if it's on the mouth organ. So you know what? $300.
I thought it was another organ.
Another organ. That's fair enough, Sarah. All right, Ty.
If you don't fill out your Wonder Bra, you might get help from a box of Kleenex, which is a brand name for what?
Tissue.
Tissue. That's the correct response, so no money for you. No clapping. Holly, we're back to you. Oh! That sound means it's the end of the round.
Ty, $200. Holly, also $200.
But going on to the jackpot round is Sarah with $300. All right, up next, three dim-witted dudes battle it out for the second spot in our jackpot round, so don't be stupid, stick around. Welcome back to Idiot Quest, the only game show where if at first you don't succeed, you succeed. Because here you win money for what you don't know. Now let's meet three guys whose biceps are bigger than their brains, starting with Aaron. Now, how far did you get in school, Aaron?
I've an associate's degree from DeVry College.
DeVry.
Yes.
So went in on a Monday, got out on Tuesday afternoon. Sweet.
Oh, that's a tough school.
Maybe it was tough for you. Mark, welcome.
Well,
You said you wanted to be a pro basketball player.
yeah, that's right.
You're kind of over the hump for a pro basketball player, aren't you?
Like
no?
tall-wise?
I mean, they kind of, no, I mean, they start training people in like high school.
Oh, yeah. I'm 22. Is that too old? Is that too old?
I don't know, there's kids in the NBA, 18.
I know, man. I'm like, I want to cry.
I hate to be the downer here, Mark. All right, we're gonna move on to Joe. Joe, welcome.
How you doing?
Jersey boy, Joe?
Jersey boy.
And so you came out here to pursue the gymnastics?
Yeah, well, I did gymnastics for a while.
Really?
Yes, I did, thank you. And,
Nobody clapped, and it was a thank you. Oh, don't do it now. It's too late, crowd. Welcome to the show. Those are the contestants, everybody. Now remember, for every question you get wrong, you get $100. But you better be honestly wrong because we're not the dumb ones. Those lie detectors you're strapped into will catch you every time and you'll lose everything you've won so far.
That's why we have Richard. At the end of this 5-minute timed round,
The person with the most money, the most wrong answers, will move on to our jackpot round for a chance to win $5,000. All right, we had the contestants draw straws backstage, and Joe, you're up first. What is the name of our galaxy?
Pluto?
Pluto. You even grimaced like, wow, I don't even know where that came from. Neither do we. Pluto is the wrong answer. You get $100.
Thank you.
The name of our galaxy is the Milky Way. Of course, named after the candy bar. All right. What fairy tale character said, Grandma, what big teeth you have?
Red Riding Hood.
Red Riding Hood is the correct response, so no money. All right, Mark. Who wrote The Cat in the Hat?
Dr. Seuss?
Dr. Seuss. Again, correct response, so no money for you. At least you didn't lie to me. All right, Joe. This is probably more than you've all read of any book. What are the first 3 words of the Bible?
Oh, say, can you see?
Oh, say, can you see starts the Bible. Oh, and it says you were lying to us.
For lying to us, Joe.
You have to lose all your money.
You're back down to 0.
It's a 3-way
okay.
tie, everybody. The first 3 words of the Bible in the beginning. This time, I'm going to need a little help from our iCutie, so let's bring her out. All right, Aaron, what gardening tool is our iCutie holding?
That's a hoe.
How dare you call my iCutie that? That's the right response, no money. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
Mark, finish this saying. You can't teach an old dog
Old tricks.
old tricks. An old dog should know old tricks already. You can't teach him new tricks, which means you were wrong, you get $100. Mark is in the lead. All right, Joe. Where would you go if you wanted to buy and smell a bunch of pansies?
Hollywood.
Hollywood. You would go to a florist. A pansy is a type of flower. It's $100 for you, Joe. Yeah! All right, Aaron. Let's talk about something brighter than you guys. The light bulb. Who invented it?
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein. Absolutely not. It's Thomas Edison, so you just tied up the game. $100.
Finally.
All right, Mark. What does your doppelganger look like? I'll repeat the question. What does your doppelganger look like?
Looks like a airplane.
Looks like an airplane. Your doppelganger looks like an airplane.
A big one.
A big airplane. It should look like you. A doppelganger is your double.
Oh.
Yeah.
You learn something new every
Look
day.
exactly like you. So that means you got another $100. You just took the lead. $200. Okay, Joe, you're going to finish this quote. Listen.
The only thing we have to fear is
George Bush.
George Bush. The only thing we have to fear is George Bush. George Bush, our current president. Knowledge is power, and you had a blackout. George Bush is the wrong response. You got $200. You tied up the game. It was finish the quote, not who said the quote. George Bush wouldn't have been right anyway. It was the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. That was the quote. It was by Roosevelt. Okay, Aaron, here we go. It's always a good idea to put a condiment on your wiener. Like ketchup. What gives it its red color?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes is the correct response, so no money. That's too bad, Aaron. Okay, Mark. What fruit is grown at a vineyard?
Pickles.
Pickles. Did he really not know that? The pickle vineyard. The answer is grapes, so that means you get another $100. And that means it's the end of the round, so our final score is Aaron, only $100. You have to go home empty-handed. Joe, $200. Mark, you really embarrassed yourself. You got $300. Mark is going on to the final jackpot round. When we come back, our 2 finalists will compete for our big jackpot worth $5,000, which is some stupid money. So stick around. It gets dumber. We're back for the ultimate idiot quest, where Sarah and Mark will compete airhead to airhead. The winner will receive $5,000. And of course, bring great shame to their families. And here's how they'll do it. This time, I'm going to ask them both the same questions, and they'll write down their answers. Don't worry, spelling doesn't count. I'll make fun of you for it, but it won't affect the game. For every wrong answer, they'll move up 1 step on the board from kind of dumb to really dumb, inching their way closer to being today's idiot and taking home the grand prize jackpot of $5,000. And since the stakes are higher, if the lie detector catches them in this round, the game is over. They will be disqualified. That's a fancy word for kicked off. and their opponent automatically gets the $5,000. So that's the game. Let's play. Write down your response to this question. What character is famous for saying to be or not to be? Write something down, Mark. It's wrong answers that move you up.
It is?
Yes.
What was the question?
Where have you been for the whole game? Mark is writing something down. Okay, I'm going to start with Sarah. Sarah, hold up your card. Please tell me your answer.
Romeo.
Romeo. And Mark, what is your answer?
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. Like,
You spelled it wrong?
I did?
Put a little happy face? Like that was going to get you points? You know what? The answer was Hamlet. So you were both on the right track, but you got it wrong, so you're going to move up one level, which means you're both as smart as Brittany. But you're not Brittany, so please keep your underpants on. Okay, next question. Write down your response. Even without Evites, they got a crowd to show up at the Boston Tea Party. In what U.S. state did it take place? This round, $5,000. I'm going to start with you. Hold up your card. Tell me your response.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Again, poor spelling.
It's like pencil.
That is not like pencil, actually. Pencil has a C.
Oh, dang it.
And what is your answer, Sarah?
Boston.
What state did the Boston Tea Party happen in? And you said Boston. You're both wrong. The correct answer is Massachusetts, which means you have the combined brain capacity of either Olsen. What? Mark, you're the fat Olsen, and Sarah, you're the other one. Okay, here's your next question. Finish this nursery rhyme.
Oh,
A groan from the setup. Finish this nursery rhyme. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is blank. Remember, you can't lie to me because you'll be disqualified. So I'm going to take your answer first. Sarah. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is...
Snoring.
And Mark, what is your answer?
Snoring.
Snoring. You know what? That time you're both correct. So you don't go anywhere. We go to another question. I love when the crowd moans for correct answers. Here's your next question. Write it down. Write down the answer. What game often ends when someone says checkmate? What game often ends when someone says checkmate? All right. I'm going to start with you, Mark. Hold up the card. Give me your response.
A game.
A game. I like that. Just take a word that's in the question and put it in your answer. And your response, Sarah.
Blissfulness.
Blissfulness. That's kind of poetic. Blissfulness ends when someone says checkmate. The answer we were looking for is chess, which means you've almost achieved your goal of being an idiot, much like K-Fed. I bet that's the only time you'll see K-Fed on MTV this year. Here's your next question.
According to the ASPCA,
Where do you take an unhealthy Shih Tzu? Are you okay, darling? Just write down your answer. Where do you take an unhealthy Shih Tzu? This time I'm starting with Sarah.
Toilet.
And Mark.
The hospital.
Hospital. You're both incorrect. You would take it to a veterinarian or a vet. A Shih Tzu's a small dog.
That's better.
That's better. You've both moved up another level, and you've reached a box
we've all seen too much of, and it belongs to Paris.
Yay!
So the game is all tied up. If either one of you gets this question right, the other one will win. So for $5,000.
Wait, say that again. If we get it right?
If you get this question right, your opponent will win.
If I get it right, okay.
Mark, following the instructions so far, still figuring out the game. So whoever gets this wrong could win. Okay, got it?
I got it.
Fill in the blank in this children's song. Ba ba black sheep, have you any blank?
All right. I'm going to start with you, Mark.
Sheepskin.
That great old kitty song, Have You Any Sheepskin?
And what is your answer, Sarah?
Wool.
Wool. All right. In this instance, one of you is correct, and the other one's going home with the $5,000. Sarah, wool is the correct response. That means Mark is going home with the jackpot $5,000, everybody! We're gonna add on the $300 he won from the previous round, which means our idiot quest is over, and today's idiot is Mark. Congratulations, Mark! You are truly something special. So you're going home with $5,300. I'm Ryan Stout. If you think you could be a contestant on IQ, you're already thinking too much. We'll see you next time.